Hi, welcome to restorative yin yoga and meditation. So, about an hour of yoga and meditation of the yin variety and the restorative variety. I thought we'd get started in Sukhasana, an easy seated pose, so called Shavasana by some people. Ideally, you'd want a couple props, a blanket, a bolster, maybe a meditation cushion, maybe some blocks, but you can also do this practice without any props at all. If you're using a blanket, you can fold it a second time as it came off the stack, so you can have the hips a little bit higher than the knees. And that tilts the pelvis forward a little bit, freeing the spine, so the shoulders can relax. And then the palms can be down on the thighs to feel more grounded. More palms up together and more energy either way. Maybe bringing the eyes to a close or looking gently down in front of you. Drawing the chin in slightly to the throat, so that the top of the spine can lengthen up into the skull. And just finding your way to your natural breath. Just finding your natural inhale and exhale through the nose unless you're congested. Just finding your inhale and your exhale here. As you begin to stop and turn within and check in with your breath, you might notice everything that you brought with you today, maybe plans for later, memories from earlier in the day. See if you can set those aside for the next few minutes, or maybe let them hang out here with you, either way. And just finding your way to your breath. Perhaps noticing the temperature of the air as it comes in, out of the nostrils. Perhaps noticing the expansion of the belly on inhalation. Contraction of the belly towards the spine on an exhalation. As you're here, paying attention to your breath, your mind might begin to wander away. If it does, just gently bring it back to witnessing your breath. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Simply to be. Noticing any emotions that come up on the breath or go down on the breath. Breathing in, you might say to yourself, I am breathing in. Breathing out, you might say to yourself, I am breathing out. Just living life one inhalation and one exhalation at a time. While you're here, paying attention to your breath, you might begin to become aware of your entire physical form surrounding the breath. Noticing your sense of comfort or discomfort in the posture you've chosen. Noticing the feeling of your clothes on your skin or the temperature in the air in the room that you're in. Noticing your energy level. Perhaps noticing any aches or pains you might have going on in the body today. Letting the sensations in your body, along with your breath, help to ground you, anchor you here in the practice. Tying the sensations in the body, along with the awareness of your breath, tying those two things together to help ground you, anchor you here in the present moment. Perhaps taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice today, or something you'd like to gain, something you'd like to let go of throughout your efforts and your energy. And once your intention or your dedication's been set, we'll just bring the palms, the hands together into the heart center, Anjali Mudra, palm to palm, thumbs touching the breastbone. And we'll just simply take a deep inhale through the nose, and a deep exhale through the mouth. Another deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Open the eyes. Go back into the room. Almost there. And from here, we're just going to roll over onto our hands and knees to a tail position. Just get the wiggles out. Finding any natural, organic movements here. Maybe just shifting side to side. Maybe lowering the head to the right, into the center, and to the left. Just checking in with any way the body might want to move. Or most of the poses we'll do today, we'll hold them for about 5 minutes each. Doesn't have to be any big movements. And then coming to stillness again. And we'll walk the knees out to the edge of the blanket. And just drop the hips to the heels, finding your way to a child's pose. Resting here, surrendering. You could have your forehead on the mat, or you're welcome to grab a bolster if you have one. Bring it between the knees. And find your way. Maybe bringing the right cheek to the bolster. Again, we're going to be here for about 5 minutes. So if you're using a bolster, I'll try to cue you in about 2.5 minutes to turn your head to the other cheek. Just hanging out here. Listening to the breath. Scanning the body for sensations. And child's pose, technically an inversion. The heart's a little bit higher than the head. Sometimes called wisdom pose. Just finding your way towards some inner wisdom. Finding some silence. If your posture doesn't feel just right, you can readjust at any point. And then finding your way back to some stillness. Just resting here. Finding your way towards your breath. Just noticing your inhale and your exhale. We're about halfway through our time in this pose. If you want to turn your head the other direction and resting the left side of your face on the bolster, do that now. And just finding your way back to your breath. And then beginning to deepen the breath. Taking a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to begin to walk the hands in, coming back up, removing the bolster if it was there. And we're just going to walk the hands forward, heading our way for our first back bend of the practice today. We've got two options for this back bend, and they are either Sphinx pose or seal pose. With seal, your hands are like little seal flippers out, maybe slightly off the top of your mat. It's a deep back bend. And you're seeking to relax as many muscles here as you can. And if you're doing Sphinx, maybe having a block ready. With Sphinx, the elbows are right under the shoulders, just like the Sphinx near the pyramid in Giza, Egypt. But you can relax the muscles in your neck by taking a block and just resting your forehead on it if you want, if you're doing Sphinx. And again, you're seeking to relax as many muscles as you can in the back and the legs. And you might discover that Sphinx just isn't doing it for you today, so you'd rather be up in your seal pose. Or seal is too intense, finding your way down. And we're going to hold this pose for either of these poses for about 4.5 minutes. And you're welcome to come out early. And what we're going to do after these poses is just make a little pillow with our hands and rest our forehead on it. So you're welcome to go there anytime early. Otherwise, hanging out in your seal or hanging out in your Sphinx. Seeing how many muscles in the back of the body you can relax. Again, scanning the body for sensations here. Listening to the breath. Finding some stillness. Again, at any point, if you'd rather be in Sphinx or if you'd rather be in Seal, you can transition between the two as much as you like. The longer you hold the pose, maybe there's more parts of the body that are talking to you, listening to what they have to say. And if there's any pose that we do in practice today that causes you pain, you can always come out of the pose early. Defining child's pose, or Sukhasana, or even Shavasana. Whatever you need to do, listening to what your body wants to do today. And beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deeper inhale, deeper exhale. Removing the block that's under your forehead, and just making another little pillow, this time with your hands, lowering that head down to the ground. Here, we're just going to bend the knees. Maybe circulate the ankles in one direction, and then circulate the ankles in the other direction. We're just going to slowly lower the head, lower the feet. And we're going to begin to walk the hands in, just coming up. We're going to slowly transition to our next pose, which is dragonfly. Dragonfly, and turn so that we're facing the side of our mat. We have like some padding underneath of our heels, maybe even sitting off of the edge of the mat. You put a blanket under the sit bones to help tilt the pelvis forward. You can also roll up a blanket if you're lucky enough to have a blanket with you. Just put a corner of the blanket under one or both of your knees. Another one under that right knee. And you don't have to pull very far. Keep your legs engaged a little bit, and then begin to relax the muscles of the legs as much as you can. You have these like blanket and the block underneath the knees so that you're not going to hyperextend knees. Maybe you're hanging out pretty tall, maybe beginning to droop forward. And if you are drooping forward, you can grab that bolster. If you have a bolster nearby, you can also use a pillow here, maybe a rolled up sleeping bag. You can hug it in like a little teddy bear and then just rest your chin on the bolster. And your eyes can be looking gently in front of you. Maybe bringing your eyes to a close. Finding your way to your breath. it's just your natural breath. You don't do any special type of ujjayi breathing or anything. You're just finding how you're breathing in this posture and how this posture affects your breath. Maybe finding some stillness here. Maybe reconnecting with any intention or dedication you set at the beginning of class. And scanning the body for sensations here. You might notice the longer you hold the pose, the more you can melt forward into it. Listening especially to the sensations in the lower back, trying to reconnect with all those deep connected tissues and the joints, putting up the chi meridian channels, charging up. Sometimes the body needs less. You don't always have to be in a go, go, go mode. You can sometimes be in a rest and reset mode. Listening to the body. And beginning to deepen the breath. Running a deeper inhale. And a deeper exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. Letting go of the bolster. You can really hold it forward. Coming back up to vertical. Rolling the shoulders a little bit. And then we'll release whatever's under the knees. Maybe pointing and flexing the feet a little bit. From here, we're just going to shift to a swan or a sleeping swan. So really you just need to, you can get that right leg almost where it is. Finding your way. Toward either a swan, which would be your upright for the whole time, or a sleeping swan when you're coming down. And again, there's different prop stuff that you can do here. One thing that's great is to put a blanket under that back knee, put a bolster under the pelvis. If you get that leg over the bolster, it might be good to come up to downward dog. Not so much as a pose, but to just bring that leg, that right leg up high. And you bring that right leg forward. Get all set up. And again, you can hang out here in an upright swan. It's kind of like dove, but without the back leg. You got a little hand rest maybe with some blocks. You can hang out here for the next 3 minutes. Or if you'd like to do the sleeping variation of it, you're coming down to the ground, Forehead on a block, maybe. Resting here. Either the sleeping swan or the wide awake swan. Your eyes can be open or closed in either variation. Hanging out here for about 3 minutes. And we'll do it all on the other side. You might notice the longer that you're in the pose, the more you can melt into it, or maybe you need to readjust at any time. That's fine. Maybe finding some stillness here. Maybe finding some quiet. So turn in, scanning the body for sensations, listening to the breath. You might begin to feel a little buzzing sensations in the joints, and that's fine. That's good. You get the chi flowing. If you feel any intense pain, you want to back out. In this pose, if it bothers the knees at all, you can always take a variation of it where you're on your back, figure 4 variation. Figure 4 variation. Just to demo it. Have like your right ankle at your left knee, just like that. And you can put a foot on top of a block so you don't have to grab the thigh the whole time while you're there. It's just an alternative. We won't be here forever. You can always come out early if you need to. You got about another 90 seconds. Beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deeper inhale, and a deeper exhale. And slowly coming down. And we're just going to switch to the other side. So it could be as simple as just bringing the left leg around and then bringing the right leg back. But if it helps to come up into downward dog to sweep that left leg over the bolster, you're welcome to do that. And again, you can take this on your back in the figure 4 variation if this bothers the knee at all. Little blocks for your hands. And then we're just going to get settled in here. And we'll be here for about 4 minutes, maybe a little less than that. And again, checking in with how you're feeling. You don't want to be frozen in the posture that when you first started. If you notice that something's slightly off, you can readjust slightly, the props or the body, you're welcome to do that. You always want to be in the pose that you're in the moment, not the pose that you maybe thought you were in or the one you started with. You're always free to readjust. You don't have to be a statue. Open your eyes, looking gently in front of you, or maybe bringing them to a close. Turning with head. Finding your way to your inhale and your exhale. Again, you can be upright the whole time. You're welcome to take the sleeping variation of this if you'd rather. You don't have to be upright. You can be down like a good old regular pigeon pose. You don't have to use those blocks either. You don't want to. Noticing any sensations in the body, particularly in the deep connective tissues. Scanning the body for those energy meridians, activating the prana. And beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Maybe coming down for a rest if you are upright. And ultimately, we're going to come up. Shift onto that left hip and just bring that right leg forward, coming off the bolster for a moment. Grabbing that blanket that was back there. The next thing we're going to do is a soup to butterfly, which you could do without any props at all. But we're going to do it with a couple props, make a little bit of a soup to bargain lounger. So with that, you would take a blanket and unfold it once, and then roll it up to like a big burrito. And then we're going to take a bolster, if you're lucky enough to have one, or you could use a pillow if you don't have a bolster. Put it back here. And then you're going to take a block. If you have a block, you can use a book. If you don't have a block, you can put it like right underneath where your head would be. And it could be at the medium height or the lowest height, whatever feels good. And you're going to take this noodle, bring the soles of the feet together, and just sort of wrap the ends of the noodle or the burrito underneath the calves. You can scoot back. Maybe there's a centimeter between your sacrum. Maybe it's 2 centimeters between your sacrum and that bolster. Just finding your way. Onto your back here. Getting comfortable here. You're releasing the shoulders so the heart can open up a little bit here. But you can also bring the hands to the belly to listen to the breath with the hands. Or maybe just have the hands out. Finding your way towards maybe closing the eyes. Maybe listening to your breath. While you're here listening to the breath and scanning the body for sensations, perhaps expanding your awareness to include anything that you might be hearing in the background, whether it's sounds in the room you're in or the house you're in, maybe outside your building, or even inside the body. Listening to those sounds at their most basic level, so just sound, vibration, sound patterns as they hit the inner ear. Letting the sounds you hear help to ground you in the present moment. With the abiding in the soundscape, staying aware of your breath, aware of the body. Simply abiding in choiceless awareness of everything that's going on. If your palms get tired of facing the ceiling, you can always just flip them over. It feels better. Again, you always want to be able to readjust if something just doesn't feel right. Like if you need to scoot the sacrum a little farther forward or farther back, or readjust the block under your head. Finding your present version of the pose. Listening to what your body needs while you listen to the sounds in your environment. And then again, finding your way to your breath, deepening your inhale, and deepening your exhale. We're going to slowly free the feet, bringing the soles of the feet to the ground, maybe shifting slightly side to side. Ultimately, we're going to roll over either the left or the right and find our way back up so we can clear our props. We're going to slowly find our way to an inversion for the practice today. So, could be either legs up the wall, Viparita Karani, if you're lucky enough to have some wall space, or you could play with waterfall with a block or a book. And I'll demonstrate. First, Viparita Karani. That all you need is a wall, but sometimes it's good to take a blanket, maybe fold it once, maybe fold it twice, and then place the blanket near the wall. You have an extra yoga mat just hanging out in the corner, maybe that's going to be in your way, you move it, and then you scoot your hips to the wall, and then we're just going to roll slowly onto our back. Maybe walk the feet up the wall, scooch the sit bones a little bit closer to the wall, and then your Viparita Karani. Again, seeking to relax the muscles of the legs, and the torso, and the arms. Hanging out here, checking in with your breath. Now, if you don't have any wall space, you can stay on your mat, grab your book or your block, and you just bring that onto the sacrum. Starting from a bridge, lifting one leg up, maybe lifting two legs up. Hanging out here in waterfall. If you don't want to invert at all, you can hang out in bridge. Supported bridge is great as well. So there are three options. Legs up the wall, waterfall, or supported bridge. Listening to what your body wants to do. Whatever pose you're in, you're scanning the body for sensations. Seeing if there's any part of the body that can relax any further. If there's a part of the body that doesn't want to relax, that's okay too. Letting those parts of the body do whatever they need to do. Accepting your whole body. Accepting your whole mind. Letting everything be. And just gently witnessing choiceless awareness. Everything going on in this present moment. If your legs are up in the waterfall and you want to bring them down to bridge, you can always bring them down to bridge. Or just stay in waterfall any longer than you want to. If you're in supported bridge and you want to come down, you can remove your block. Running your way down vertebra by vertebra. Maybe drawing the knees in, rocking side to side. If you're in Viparita Karani and you want to hang out here for Shavasana, you're welcome to just continue to hang out here. But if you're in Apanasana, your knees are in, before Shavasana, you draw the knees in. Maybe take a happy baby here by reaching for the big toes with your peace fingers. Rock it side to side. Maybe taking a recline twist here. If you've Done the right side. Be sure to do the left side. And again, if you have legs that belong, you just want to hang out there. You can stay there for the next remainder of the hour. And then you're ready for Shavasana. You're welcome to grab that bolster again if you're lucky enough to have a bolster. Slide it under the knees. And then find your way to your final resting pose of the practice. Maybe removing any eyeglasses, returning a blanket or a sweater to the body, and just letting everything go. Melting into your mat. We'll take us through a body scan meditation for this last little bit of practice. And as I do this body scan meditation, you don't have to do anything with the body, but we'll draw the awareness to different parts of the body. First, just bring your awareness down to the bottom of your left foot, wherever the left foot is making contact with the floor, the wall. It could be the heel, or it could be the side of that left foot. Staying present, staying aware. And drawing your awareness to the sole of the left foot, and into the toes of that left foot. Checking in with each of the toes. Draw your awareness to the top of the left foot, and then back to the ankle, and the Achilles tendon. Making your way up the left leg, through the calf and the shin, into the left knee. Staying present, staying aware. And drawing your awareness up the left thigh, to the left hip. Checking in with the left hip. And drawing your awareness back down the left leg, left foot, and then just shifting over to the right foot. Wherever the right foot is making contact with the wall or the floor, it could be the heel, it could be the side of the right foot. And drawing your awareness to the sole of the right foot, into the toes, checking in with all the toes. And drawing your awareness to the top of the right foot, into the ankle, and the Achilles tendon. Making your way up the right leg through the calf and the shin. Into the right knee. Check it in with the right knee. Staying present. Staying aware. And drawing your awareness up the right leg to the right hip. And shifting over into the pelvic region. Home of elimination and sexuality. Staying present. Staying aware. And drawing your awareness up to the belly. Home of digestion. Diving deep into your guts with awareness and letting be. Drawing your awareness down to your tailbone, your root, and then to your lower back, middle back, and the upper back. Letting any sensations ripple away, whatever direction they need to go. And drawing your awareness up through the armpits to the rib cage. Perhaps noticing the ribs expanding as you breathe. Perhaps noticing the beating of your heart below your sternum. And drawing your awareness down the fingertips of your left hand. Noticing your thumb, your first finger, second finger, third finger, and the fourth finger. Noticing the palm of that left hand, and the knuckles of that left hand. And drawing your awareness up through the left wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper left arm, shoulder, connection of that arm at the top of the rib cage. And drawing your awareness down to the fingertips of the right hand. Noticing your thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, and the fourth finger. Noticing the knuckles of that right hand and the palm of that right hand. Noticing your right wrist. And drawing your awareness up the right arm to the lower arm, elbow, the upper arm, shoulder, and the connection of that right arm at the top of the rib cage. Staying present, staying aware. And then drawing your awareness to your throat and your neck, and then to your jaw. Noticing your lower teeth and gums and your upper teeth and gums. Noticing where your lips touch. Noticing the space above your tongue, and the space below your tongue. Noticing any sense of taste in the mouth. Experiencing your entire mouth as radiant sensations. And drawing your awareness up to your nose. Noticing your left nostril, your right nostril, and both nostrils together. Noticing the nasal passages that go deep into the head. Noticing your nose breathing. Noticing any sense of smell might be going on. Drawing your awareness to the tip of your nose, and then up the bridge of your nose, in between the eyebrows. Making your way along the eyebrows to around the muscles around the eyes. Noticing your left eye, your right eye, and then both eyes together. Noticing where your eyelids touch. Your eyes are probably closed, but noticing any sensation of sight, a slight lightening of the under eyelids and the light on your skin here. And experiencing your eyes as radiant sensations. And drawing your awareness out to your temples and your forehead, making your way to the top of your head, back of your head, and around the wrinkles and folds of your outer ears. Noticing your left ear and your right ear. And both ears together. Making your way to your inner ears. Noticing any sounds your inner ears are picking up. Noticing if those sounds have changed. And following your inner ears deep into the center of your brain. Checking in with your brain. Relaxing your brain. Staying present. Staying aware. And drawing your awareness back out to your skull. And down to your shoulders and your torso and your arms, your hands. Down to your pelvis, your legs, and your feet. Experiencing your entire body now. Connected and whole. Experiencing your entire body. Those radiant sensations. And beginning to deepen the breath. Taking a deeper inhale. And a deeper exhale. Maybe beginning to bring movement to the fingers and the toes. Wiggling the ankles and the feet. Maybe dropping the head to the left. To the right. Slowly waking up the body. Maybe pointing the feet and reaching the hands up over the head. Maybe making a big yawn. And then drawing the knees into the torso. We'll either roll over to the right side or the left side. Just hang out here in a fetal position. Maybe looking a little pillow with your hands. Taking a moment to check in with how you're feeling now versus the beginning of class. Noticing your breath. Noticing the sensations in your body. When you feel ready, no need to rush. Slowly making your way up to an easy seated position, Sukhasana. Maybe the eyes are still closed. Maybe you're sitting on that bolster again. Put on the edge of a blanket. Again, keep the eyes closed for a moment longer if you can. Just going to bring the palms of the hands together, heart center. We're going to close today's practice with 3 chants of Om. We'll do a cleansing breath first. So taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale through the mouth. And taking a deep inhale, the first Om. Slowly open your eyes. Come back into the room. Namaste. Light within me recognizes the light within you. Thanks for coming to restorative yin yoga and meditation.